I was wrong. I was wrong. Anton, how were you wrong? Well, I was wrong because we did a little bit of a game. We did a little bit of a game. And the game was, how can we stereotype our way and use our Blues Clues in order to identify, shout out to Spaces, I'm definitely going to be reading that super chat shortly, in order to identify who are the ones that are committing these crimes and these egregious things, especially within our communities, that's just now really starting to get highlighted. We know Biden came out recently and he said, hey, listen, guys, we need to make sure that we get the guns out of the hands of the criminals, and we're going to place more of a focus on making our communities safer from these mass shootings. Now, Missy, I was like half wrong. I wasn't fully wrong, Missy. I was half wrong, right? And I put on my Mindhunters hat, my FBI profiling cap, because I do believe in stereotyping, and stereotypes are real. It's the thing that keeps you safe, right? When you walking down the street and you see a bunch of guys that's smoking weed in hoodies, you're not automatically going to assume that they're going to offer you a puff. You're going to assume that they're going to fill on your booty when you walk past, right? And so you might want to pause for a minute, fight or flight, walk across the street, act like you don't see them. We don't know. But we have to stereotype in order to, and the FBI do it. So if the FBI profile in order to be able to catch serial killers, why shouldn't I be able to prototype in order to understand the level of danger that I need to make sure that I'm preventing myself from getting into, right? And so we went through and we said, well, what the fuck is happening in Baltimore, right? And we looked at it and we said, well, I see all of the red cups. I see the Nissan Altimas in the parking lot. I see cigarette butts and Swisher Sweets. I see the end of the blunts on the ground. And I also see a blonde wig over there from a woman running, and she didn't want to go back and grab her wig. My context clues led me to believe the suspects was possibly black, young black men that turned their hand this way when they were shooting. Because they missed everything. They did get a couple people, rest in peace to them, but then they shot 28 more, and it was just some random shit. So my context clues said it's probably two black men that were riding in a Dodge Charger, and they had Dodge Charger in a window shield in the back with tinted windows and neon. When we started assessing what was happening over in Fort Worth, the first thing that they y'all don't know how hard it is for me to keep a straight face when I'm having this conversation with y'all, and I'm trying to have this show. Let me do my show, right? When we were assessing what was happening in Fort Worth, and they showed the name of the spot, and it was like City Clubs with a Z instead of an S at the end of it. My context clues led me to believe that it's a possible fight that broke out between two black women, and one of them might have snatched the eyelashes off of the other one, and it went left, right? And so Philly perplexed me. Philly perplexed me because I said, wait the fuck a minute. Southwest Philly, predominantly black neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Dude running around, but he had all of the makings of a white man. But I was like, it gotta be a black man. But then it was like, yo, he well prepared. He got a vest on. He had an extra pistol, and he had a assault rifle and all of that. And then they took him in custody without actually taking him out. And I said, oh, no way that this is not some serial killer, mass white man that's out here mad at the world, probably wearing heels. No way it's anything but that. That level of preparation, and he had a police scanner, Jason, I agree. And he had a police scanner. Well, I could not have ever been any more wrong. I'm not even sure I can identify this as a black man. They said it was a 40-year-old man. And have y'all noticed that as we navigate through these spaces that they're so afraid to identify people for who they are? The police don't even know who they going to chase. It's a 40-year-old man walking around. Is he black? Is he white? Oh, man, y'all want to play racial politics when people is out here losing their lives? This is them, right? I'm more likely to get in trouble for not using the correct pronouns of this 40-year-old person without first getting their pronouns that they want to be identified as. She, her, zim, him, bim, dim, dum, da da dum, dum. And so what you're looking at the bottom of my screen right now is the culprit. Yes. 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 This is what you think it is, ladies and gentlemen. This is not a hoax. This is not a mistake. We got a lot to cover today. We got to go over Keke Palmer, right? We got to bring Tez, who Vivek went and massacred on the Millionaire Morning Show. We know that ain't the Millionaire Morning Show. The Breakfast Club. We gonna better understand who this person is, right? We want to talk to our truckers today. We didn't get a chance to kick it with our ladies in the truck yesterday. And so I could not have been any more wrong. I was wrong. I apologize. Let the news tell it. Make sure y'all hit a like for the YouTube algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. I'm going to be reading super chats throughout the show. And shout out to Mike That Dude for the early Cash App. Let's get to it, ladies and gentlemen.
Tuesday night, I'm Shari Williams. Gray Hall is off tonight. The big story on Action News is the latest development on the mass shooting in Philadelphia's King Sessing neighborhood. As the investigation into this senseless tragedy continues, we are beginning to learn more about those who were killed. Action News reporter Bob Brooks live for us now at police headquarters with what we know this evening. Bob.
Shari, 5 killed. They were all males, and they had friends, family. I can tell you, people who love them dearly. And tonight we spoke with the mother of a victim. She wants no time to be wasted in getting justice from this killer. These are the names of the 5 victims. They range in ages from 15 to 59, all males.
Let's stop there. Range in age from 15 through 59. Can we get a moment of silence for DeJuan Brown, age 15, Lashad Merritt, 22, Ralph Morales, 59, Demir Stanton, 29, and Joseph Wama Jr., age 31, who all senselessly passed as a result of whomever it is, this 40-year-old man, however they want to be identified at the bottom of my screen. Can we all get a moment of silence? Can we get a moment of silence? All right. Let's continue.
One of them is 22-year-old Lashad Merritt. We spoke with his mother, Marie, today, who says he was her baby, the youngest of 5.
The youngest, the brightest. He was good. He was a good kid. He was. And I'm going to miss him so much.
Sources tell Action News.
Let's stop right there. According to the news, this young man right here, you know what's so funny? Let me tell y'all, let me share something with y'all really quickly. I posted on Instagram, which I am on that new Twitter thread, not Twitter threads, threads from Instagram. So I'm experimenting with that. I'm on Instagram and I dropped a video. And actually, I didn't drop a video. I did a live stream with Revolt TV, or Revolt, whatever that section was. I got another one coming up soon. And I was debating with a guy, and they asked me a question, and they asked me directly. They said, Anton, if you are swinging the other way, to keep it G, they said, if you swinging the other way, is that masculine? And I said, absolutely, positively not. It is not masculine. It should not be considered masculine. And there's nothing masculine about operating outside of your purpose as a man and letting another man rub up and down your booty, your booty. I'm telling you, my first reaction, if I see a man that is even coming close to my derriere, we gonna have problems. It's gonna be some furniture moving up in that bitch. Real talk. And then I went through in the comments, and you know what the comments said? Let me even see if I can pull that up. I went through in the comments, and the comments, wildly enough, was holding me accountable. And they were saying that, how is it not masculine when the man can actually inflict pain on you? That man can fight just like you. He'll probably kick your ass. And does that exhibit a level of masculinity? I seen a woman throw some hot water on a nigga before and scald his face. That's just as egregious. Everybody carrying pistols, so if a dude can knuckle up and he got a cock between his legs, that's still operating like masculinity, right? Right? And all of the people in the comments, oh my God, they were so mad. Oh my God, Anton, I can't believe that you're out here saying that it's not masculine. He's a grown man. He should be able to do what they want to do. It doesn't matter how many people that is filling on your booty. It does not matter. Masculinity does not take frame, shape, size, or gender. They felt some type of way about it. I mean, they felt some type of way about it. They were on my head, boy. But now you got this 40-year-old gentleman right here who was out here absolutely, positively washing all of our young men. See, this is one of the reasons why y'all got to sit here and you're going to say, oh, okay. Ain't no more good black men because y'all killed him at fucking 15 years old. You had another man running around shooting other men at 15 years old. And this is one of the reasons why it ain't no good black men for your daughters to be able to marry when they get older, because all of them was running around with their booty out or letting somebody else fill on their booty, and they identified as something different. And then instead of you listening to me, you wanted to listen to them because you got mad at me for what it is that I said. This is what I said. Oh, let me pull it up. Because I don't want y'all to get it confused. I want y'all to actually see what I said. And instead of assuming that I said it, I'm going to go ahead and share it with you so that you actually understand exactly what was communicated. Don't worry. We're going to come back to Kim Brady Carricker. Kim Brady Carricker. For the love of God, Jesus, Lord, be offense. Protect our young people, Lord. So this was the post. And I'm going to play it for you really quickly. Let me make sure that we got the audio on because I don't want y'all to miss it. This is just a clip. They clipped it up, and this is what was happening.
Gay and masculine.
No, absolutely not. Not at all. It completely removes what's masculine about you. Your ability to really be able to embrace who you are as a man is largely defined by your genitalia or who it is that you sleep with. It also enables women to then say that they're boss bees, right? They then start to take on a more masculine role within a household.
So a woman can be masculine, but a gay man cannot be masculine.
And so this was the guy that I was debating on Revolt, right? This was the guy. That was the guy that I was debating on
Someone can be gay and masculine.
Okay. So I'm debating him, and he's trying to convince me that it makes sense for you to operate in your femininity and you can still be considered masculine. This is the man. And he was, and let me show you, because I did comment on it. Let me show you. Listen, this is what they saying inside of the comments, okay? I don't want y'all to be confused. I want y'all to see exactly what's being communicated inside of the comments, right? Jessica Wickamars says this to Anton: I'm so tired of black media outlets starting conversations they know will lead to homophobic dialogue. Cool. Mama C. Stellar says, This stuck with me. Pressure is made for shoulders, not hips. I'm pretty certain there's more pressure laying on the hips of women who birthed y'all than any set of shoulders. The life has been given, violated, and trafficked from the hips of women. That's nerve. That's an ignorant and disrespectful statement. What's more masculine than dominating another man? These are the people that's telling y'all. Listen, I can't make it up. I'm reading it to you. You know I'm not lying to you. I'm telling you exactly what's being communicated right here. Am I the only one seeing the total ridiculousness, still assigning masculine and feminine roles like we're not in the 21st century? Being a single mom does not make you masculine just because you have the head of your household. Being a gay man doesn't make you feminine just because you have sex with another man. And can we stop with making homosexuality only about sex as it's been heterosexual only about come on, man. These are the people, and they're getting all of the likes, all of the support, all of the rah-rahs. And so when you finally get a person like me, shout out to you, Moise, I'm going to be reading that super chat shortly. When you finally get a person like me that stands up for something, and I said, listen, we out of our purpose. This is where it is. Let me show you. I'll read to you exactly what I said. Let me go up. I said, I stand on what I said. We completely out of order. The fact that people are advocating for this trash culture we're devolving into shows the environment our children will suffer in. I stand on what I said. I don't give a fuck about what y'all think. I don't care nothing about Black Twitter. You think I care about a single baby mama sitting here holding me accountable and telling me what masculinity is as though they know what it means to be a man? Yesterday I worked for 24 hours straight. I was up from 5 a.m. I was in the office from 5 a.m. and I went to bed at 4 a.m., which means I got up at 4 a.m. the day before. You don't know shit about what it takes in order to be able to build a legacy and do great things and then put your woman in a position where she ain't got to work and grind and all of that other type of shit. This is the stuff that we have in a conversation. Oh, man. The next Revolt video, maybe I should do a whole review of the Revolt video and the debate that I did. I'll bring that up on another day, another platform. But my point is that how are y'all going to sit here and tell us what masculinity looks like and you have no clue whatsoever on what it is that men are going through? And so because I stand on what I stand on, I now have become the enemy, even though I am the person that is right. There is no your truth. There is no my truth. It's just the truth. I don't move off that shit. And so now this is what you get. Shout out to Philly. Let's go back into what it is that we was talking about.
Tuesday night, I'm Shari Williams. Gray Hall is off tonight. The big story on Action News is the latest development on the mass shooting in Philadelphia's King Sessing neighborhood. As the investigation into this senseless tragedy continues, we are beginning to learn more about those who were killed. Action News reporter Bob Brooks live for us now at police headquarters with what we know this evening. Bob.
Shari, 5 killed. They were all males, and they had friends, family, I can tell you, people who loved them dearly. And tonight we spoke with the mother of a victim. She wants no time to be wasted in getting justice from this killer. These are the names of the 5 victims. They range in ages from 15 to 59, all males. One of them is 22-year-old Lashad Merritt. We spoke with his mother, Marie, today, who says he was her baby.
I'm reading that super chat shortly. Thank you, Jason. I appreciate you. I'm going to be reading all super chats right after this. We got a show to do today.
Youngest of 5.
The youngest, the brightest, he was good. He was a good kid. He was. And I'm going to miss him so much.
Sources tell Action News the alleged killer is 40-year-old Kim Brady Carricker.
Look at that, y'all. Kim Brady Carricker. I don't even believe, if you were to convince me, according to the news, this is Kim Brady Carricker, the 40-year-old person that killed 5 boys and men. You're not going to convince me that that's the birth name that this person was given. You're not going to convince me of it at all. You're not going to convince me at all. This is the person that is being accused of being responsible for what is happening to your boys out here in these streets. I would not have guessed it. Because my automatic thought process is not to automatically assume that this is the person, this is the culprit. You never was going to convince me. You never was going to convince me that it could have been this person. I don't see nobody sitting here and having a conversation about who it is that's committing this egregious crime. Now, had it been somebody else, they would, if it would have been a white man, throw him under the jail. If that had just been a regular black male, yo, we need to throw the culture away. But for some reason, we have not been able to identify and properly address this. You know why? Because we're so scared of telling the truth. We're so scared of calling a spade a spade. You know, this type of person will get more support from the community because they would say that this is a mental health issue rather than this just being a straight up massacre. And then you're going to be looked at as funny for not identifying it properly. And then they're probably going to get all of the good resources and good health. And you know what the worst part about this is? Is that Kim Brady Carricker, Mr. Carricker, is going to get 3 hots and a cot, and your tax dollars are going to pay for this person to continue to live the rest of their life out in peace, tranquility, sleeping good at night, getting 8 hours of sleep while we out here grinding, building America, and making sure that we add as much value into society as we possibly can. Because our goal is to leave the earth in a better space had we not been here. And this person is just completely going to be chilling for the rest of their life, not having no problems, no issues, comfortable, and they probably going to be able to find their tribe inside of prison. Shout out to dude with locks. I'm reading the super chat
security
shortly.
video shows part of the beginning of the rampage. The shooter firing at an SUV with a rifle at the corner of 56th Street and Chester Avenue. At a news update today, Philadelphia District Attorney Larry Krasner said he hopes Carricker will spend the rest of their life in prison.
But I can tell you this, the man who did this is in custody. The man who did this will be facing multiple counts of murder and will also be facing multiple counts of aggravated assault as a first-degree felony, weapons charges, among others.
The attack began.
It's not enough. It's not enough. It's not enough. It's not. This is egregious. This is absolutely the scum of the earth and the worst of society. And anybody that's not condemning it, you are enabling it. Let's continue.
Around 8:20 last night, the scene encompasses a whole city block. Detectives say the suspect moved on foot shooting until responding officers cornered Carricker in the 1600 block of Fraser Street and made the arrest.
Again, I commend these officers for their unwavering bravery. Their swift actions undoubtedly saved additional lives.
Detectives also believe this was all planned out. Carricker was armed with a rifle, a handgun, bulletproof vest, and a scanner. However, they say it appears the victims were shot at random. Despite what investigators may uncover as a motive,
And they just so happen to be all men. They just so happen to be all men.
Mary just doesn't understand what could compel someone to do
Shout out to
this.
J Dubs reading that
Maniac
shortly.
Walking around, just shooting. For what? We probably would never know why.
We know why. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry, Mama Dukes, but we know why. You know what the uncomfortable part about it is that we don't want to address it for what it really is and have a conversation because y'all the ones that said, Anton, why do you care what other people do? What is it your business to be concerned with how it is that other people outwardly live their lives and then advocate for what it is that's going on in society? Because it devolves into this shit right here. And then everybody is saying, woe me, we don't know what's going on. No, we know what's going on. We know exactly what's going on. And guess what? You're never going to put the genie back in the bottle. You know why? Because everybody was afraid of not offending somebody instead of actually standing up for what it was that we knew was right. We know what's right. You know what's right every single day that you wake up. You know, what you're going to see in this video, even me at 11 years old with the decisions that I made as far as who it is that I decided to sleep with, I knew exactly what I was doing. As a 41-year-old man, reflecting on what my mindset was as an 11-year-old kid, I knew exactly what the fuck I was doing. I knew exactly what the hell I was doing. I was not disillusioned. I was not confused. I did not understand. I knew that I was going against everything that my parents taught me. I knew that I needed to be held accountable. I knew that I was wrong the minute that I was about to do it when I was planning on doing it before I did it. And we sitting here acting like this is a mental health issue. No, this is a lack of getting whoopings and holding people accountable and allowing for people to have kids out of wedlock, and us continuing to go down and dive down this deep path of this demonic spirit that we continue to let have a hold on us because we don't want to say, rebuke the devil, get the fuck up off me, and I'm going to start being responsible for what it is. No, it's somebody else's fault. We need to get more funding. We need to have more acceptance. My body, my choice. We coming for your kids. Let's open up our relationship and have everybody else fuck our spouses. Let's do anything that we want to do. And if anybody calls it out, it's going to be the worst thing for you, not for the person that's actually committing the crimes and then devolving and making your kids subjected. One of the reasons why we almost didn't even have kids is because I didn't want to bring a child into this ugly, fucked up world. I didn't. I did not. I didn't want to subject my future daughter into this bullshit. I didn't want her to be able to see the debauchery that society had to place upon us because I was already familiar with it because I've lived through it.
You know, but you took my son. You took my baby.
But as a result, she says, they'll have to face justice.
You need a rot. You need a rot in jail. You know, you need to, because that was wrong.
Okay, Shari, I know everyone is anxious for the next steps in the judicial process for this. Carricker's arraignment is tomorrow.
And he's going to go through a fair trial. And we're going to give him all of the amenities that he needs. And he's going to get good health care. And he got dental coverage in jail. These people that be coming out of jail, youth be on their side. God be preserving them because they going to jail. They going back to the church and they're going to give their life back over to Jesus. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for the rapture? Don't worry about it.